Welcome back, everyone. It's EvanHusa57 here. We are back on Neverwinter on the Xbox One. I know you all have been awaiting another Neverwinter video. Anyways, had a few things come up, so I had to deal with them, and yeah. So now that that's done, and of course, as you all know, I'm on multiple different games. But today we are back on Neverwinter with a new event. Well, not a new event. One that we haven't seen in a little while, but is back now, which is the Double Seals event. So we will be touching on why this is one of the most important events in the game and what you need to do while it's active. So this will apply to old players, existing players, new players, pretty much everybody. It just doesn't really matter at this point. So definitely you should go ahead and watch and let your friends know and leave a like on the video, as that helps me out greatly. So, getting started, I do have the game volume turned down. That's not your TV, but that's just because I am in the Throne of the Dwarven Gods skirmish, and it is a very loud skirmish. So I turned the overall game volume down for that. Now the reason why I'm here is I'm normally here. If you caught my Making Astral Diamonds episode 3, farming for double diamonds, you will know why I'm here. This is a decent skirmish to do in order to get salvageable items, but you also get seals, which is the important part and why we are here in the first place. So if you are a new player, you are going to need seals. Seals of the Element and Seals of the Protector in order to get your gear. Your item level 130, 135 gear. So most level 70 dungeons and skirmishes will drop elemental seals. Some of them will drop the protector seals. You can also do dragons in your guild stronghold. You can do Tiamat, and you can do Demogorgon. All of those will reward you with seals as well. Now, Epic Demogorgon and Castle Never, if you are able to complete those, will reward you with Seals of the Element, or Elemental Seals, and they will reward you with Protector Seals. So you'll get both types of seals. Now, you get less of the Protector Seals than you get of the Elemental Seals, so do keep that in mind. But the Elemental Seals are the first seals that you will use to buy your elemental armor, your basic elemental armor. And, you know, Elemental Alliance, either Alliance Ward or Assault, depending upon your character. Pretty easy, not really like hard to get. That's the basic gear, and then after that it's Elemental Alliance gear, which you get out of doing your T2 dungeons. That's any level 70 dungeon that requires 2,000 item level or 2k item level in order to do. That will drop the Elemental Alliance gear, and you will get Protector Seals out of those dungeons. So your Epic Grey Wolf Den, or as they've changed the name now, to, you know, Master. So Grey Wolf Den Master, Temple of the Spider Master, any of those things, you will get the, Protector Seals from. So that's how you do that. Now, why you want these seals, and just to go ahead and show you the seals. Let me get down to them while we're waiting here. You have Seal of the Elements, and you have Seals of the Protector. You have all the other seals, but they don't really matter. We're only going to focus on Seals of the Element and Seals of the Protector. Now, like I said, you get those after, level 70, but everything that would give you those seals normally is doubled. So any skirmish, any dungeon, anything like that, you get twice the amount. Now that is important for new players due to the fact you need them, and you need a decent amount of them to get your armor. Both the Alliance set and like Elven, you also need the Seals of the Protector in order to get your guild armor like Dragonflight or Lion's Mane. So the seals are very valuable. And this way, you only have to run half of the number of dungeons in order to get your full armor set compared to running them normally. So very important because it allows you to make your character more powerful and you can do it quicker and easier. So now if you do have your armor, you're like, I have my armor already. Why do I care about double seals? Alright, well, double seals is one of those events that's really designed to get you prepared for double diamonds. So, for double diamonds, we're farming for salvageable gear. Basically, you're running skirmishes, dungeons, things like that, just trying to get gear for you to salvage during the double diamonds event, so that you can make rough astral diamonds and refine that into astral diamonds. Now, the reason why that's important and related to the double seals event is due to the fact that with every dungeon and skirmish that you complete that are level 70s, you're rewarded with those seals. Now, you can only have a maximum of 1,200 of each type of seal, elements, and protector. Once you have filled up 1,200, you can earn more. They just will not show up and register for you. So basically, it's a waste of time. What you do with that is when you reach, 1,000 seals, generally, that's what I do, I go ahead and I go into Protector's Enclave, and I'll show you at the end of this little skirmish where the seals vendor is. And there's actually a couple of different spots that the seal vendor is located. The easiest one is in Protector's Enclave, but there's also one in Icewind Dell. So if you can't get to the one in Protector's Enclave for whatever reason, there's another one that you can use. Now, with that being said, what you're going to do during double seals specifically, you are going to buy items with your seals. Assuming that you've already got your armor set and you don't actually need to buy specific pieces of armor, which the elemental seals, you can actually buy armor for other classes. I will touch on that when we go to the seals vendor. So if you do have multiple characters and you have one that is your main, you can go ahead and use it to farm for the gear to get your other classes, your other characters started and make them a little bit more powerful. Pretty cool feature that they have. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to get basically twice the loot that we normally would. So you're going to continue to farm, and you can either use the seals and trade them in for gear, take that gear and salvage it right away, which I don't recommend doing. Donate it to your guild coffer, which is a good thing to do if, you've got most of what you want and you want to help your guild out so you can get higher level guild boons and things like that. It's a very nice, very helpful thing to do. Personally, I don't recommend doing it unless it's a double guild marks event because, you want to get as much as you can. But if it's not a double guild marks and you don't have storage space and you really don't care, it doesn't matter. Do what you want. Not a big deal. Now, what I do, I save these pieces and I spend the seals on a couple different items depending upon when the next double diamonds event is going to be and how much storage space you have. So there's basically 3 different classifications of items that you can buy with seals. You can buy rings, necks, and belts. Those items salvage for 3,000 rough astral diamonds during the normal, time. Like if you were to salvage it right now, it'd be 3,000 diamonds. 3,300 with VIP 7. So you get seals. Like right there, you see I got 60 seals and Frazier's and demonic ichor. So, or ichor is technically how that's pronounced. Now, normally I would only get 30 seals for completing this, but I got 60. You can also go ahead and take the chest if you want, which in this case, it's going to consume one of my greater demonic keys, which normally I wouldn't waste, but I have 4 greater demonics, and in this chest there's actually a +3 ring and a peridot, and there would normally be 20 seals, but in this case it's 40. So I got a pretty good roll on that chest, so I will go ahead and take that actually. And to show you the reason why I took that ring I put down a salvage anvil, and I'm not going to salvage it now, but right now it salvages. Keep in mind I have VIP 12, so the extra 600 is from that. But right now it salvages for 6,000 during normal event without VIP. So if I save that ring for a double diamonds event, it would salvage for over 12,000 diamonds, like 13,000 diamonds with VIP 7 or higher. So you definitely want to do that. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in my bank and, hold on to it. Pretty simple, pretty easy to do. And right off of that, I got 60 seals and, all the extra seals. So I almost made 100 seals just off of that. Pretty awesome, pretty easy. Now, Throne of the Dwarven Gods does take a little bit longer depending upon the team that you have. So you do have to keep that in mind. But it's a good one to run because you can get those items that are worth more than just your standard rings, necks, and belts. You can also get, out of certain dungeons, you can get pieces that are boots and gauntlets. Boots, gauntlets, and helmets. Those salvage for 4,000 diamonds under normal circumstances. And then you can get chest plates. Now, the chest plate, or robes, whatever you want to call it, depending upon your class, those salvage for 5,000 diamonds under normal circumstances. What we want to look at, and I'm going to go ahead and show you where the seals vendor is how you want to spend your seals. So do bear with me because, I know it's a little bit longer video and you guys want to get to farming now, but this way you're going to make more money and more diamonds. So that's what it's all about. And once you start doing this a little bit, you will see the importance of the double seals event, especially if you're a player that's going to farm for the double diamonds event, because basically you make twice as much in the same amount of time. So come over here in Protector's Enclave, and you're going to go right here to the Coast Market, and there you go, there's the Steel Trader. Talk to him, store. The first thing that comes up is the Elemental one, and as you can see, I'm a control wizard, so I can buy all these different things. I can buy chest plates that cost 600 seals each. The helmets, gauntlets, and boots cost 400, and the necklaces, rings, and belts cost 300. Now, the diamond per seal ratio is the same on the 300 and the 400 seal items. You get more diamonds when you salvage these per seal than you do if you're buying the chest plates. The only time that you want to buy the chest plates is if you're doing a lot of farming during a double seals event and your character does not have a lot of space. Like my character has all this stuff, in his inventory. So right now I don't have a lot of space, which means I can't afford to use up every single slot with low value items. So while the seal to diamond ratio is lower on the chest plates, for me right now, without a double diamonds event being listed in even the near future, I would buy chest plates. This way, for the amount of inventory slots I have, I can make the most money. If you have more inventory slots, or a double diamonds event is closer, like it's, a couple weeks away, or there's going to be one in 3 weeks, it's listed on the calendar, whatever, in that case you will want to buy the 400 seal items. And you want to basically buy those because you get more diamonds per item than the rings, yet the slots taken up by the items are the same. So you're not sacrificing inventory space, and you're not sacrificing diamonds that you can make. So it's just a win-win in both cases as long as you have the space. Now, these are not worth turning in to the guild. They don't give you very much in the way of reward. So those are better to salvage and use the diamonds on than it is to go ahead and turn them into the guild. Now I'm going to just, move that crate into my bank simply for storage space, because I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with that whole thing on the guild in just a second. But I'm going to come over here to miscellaneous, which you can also buy enchantment shards. Cough, cough, not worth it. Most of them take protector seals. You can buy the Were-Rat Thief, which is another thing that you can do. But you can buy gear, all of these elemental, well, not elemental, but the alliance gear, you can buy for other classes. Now, I don't have enough seals to buy those, but I can buy, like, a raid shoes. You know, I can buy the rings and the necks and everything. But the whole point is, like, I could buy gear for my Hunter Ranger. I can buy gear for my Great Weapon Fighter, you know. It's awesome that way. So you can gear out your other characters very quickly with item level 130 gear without even running a single level 70 dungeon or skirmish on them. Pretty awesome. Now we have the protector seals. Those nice little pink seals that I was telling you about. Again, same thing applies with them. Once you have your actual Elven set, or you have your Dragonflight set, or whatever set you're going for that uses the protector seals, then you can simply buy these pieces of gear to salvage, if you want to. But one of the best things to do, I'll go ahead and since I have 1,000 seals, and you earn less seals, so keep that in mind. You don't earn them as quick, the protector seals, unless you're running like Castle Never. So you will always have more elemental seals and be able to trade them in more frequently and make those items salvageable compared to the protector seals. The protector seals are always something that's going to be a little bit stingy. But most likely, you're going to need to get your protector seals in order to buy your Elven set. Once you have full Elven, then you'll be able to go ahead and work towards earning like your Dragonflight set, which you're going to need more protector seals. So having protector seals and taking advantage of these double seals events is always important. Absolutely always important. But I'm going to go ahead over here and show you. If you go to your guild stronghold and your guild is high enough that you have access to Dragonflight gear, you can go ahead and buy it. And it's the same, you know, the rings, 300 seals, belts, 300 seals, you know, all of that is the same. Those are accessories. Now, armor, it's the same. 600 for the robes, 400 for the helmet, gauntlets, and boots, and, you know, 300 for the accessories. So you need a lot of protector seals, but you also need guild marks and you need dragon fangs. So we're not going to get into really how you get each piece of currency, just that you need those seals. So keep in mind that you need the seals. Now, for resources, surplus equipment is needed by like every single guild. So we're going to look at how much the item level 130 gear gives you. These are both assault caps, but we have the Alliance one, which is purchased with Elven seal, or not Elven, sorry, but Elemental seals. And your gain would be 4 guild marks, and your guild would gain 20 surplus equipment. Not worth it, considering you can salvage that for 4,000 Astral Diamonds. Now, the Elven Assault Cap, purchased with 400 Protector Seals, would give you 810 to your guild surplus equipment and 162 guild marks. That is definitely worth donating if you want to help your guild out and you need guild marks or you need, you know, anything like that, because we already know, I'll show you, this item salvages for 4,400 with VIP 7. The Elven one salvages for 4,400 with VIP 7. So it makes no difference. What you want to do is save all the items that you get with Elemental Seals for a Double Diamonds event, and go ahead and use the items that you get with Protector Seals that you don't need to either donate to your guild, or donate to your guild during double guild marks, or I suppose if you don't have a guild or you don't really care about your guild or whatever the case may be there, you could go ahead and salvage them as well. But that would be completely up to you and what you wanted to do with your time, basically, is what it comes down to. So lots of different things that you can run, lots of money that you can make. Now do keep in mind that your elven gear that you buy with the protector seals is bound to character, so you can't transfer it, which makes it hard to hold on to for events, because you can't mail it to yourself, you can't put it in the shared bank, you can only put it in your personal bank. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now, last thing, just a quick touch, where you can get the seals. Again, like I said, any level 70 skirmish or dungeon will reward you with elemental seals, not protector seals. So Kessel's Shores of Torn is extremely popular. You can get it done in like less than 10 minutes on average. They say estimated playtime 15 minutes, but most good teams can run through it in even like 4 to 5 minutes if you have a really good team. All the rest of these dungeons, they reward you with elemental seals. Temple of the Spider, Cragmire Crypts, Grey Wolf Den, and Castle Never all reward you with protector seals. However, Castle Never rewards you with both protector seals and elemental seals. It's a pretty nice bonus. Master of the Hunt, Dread Legion, those do not reward you with the seals at all. Only Prophecy of Madness and Throne of the Dwarven Gods reward you with elemental seals. Demogorgon rewards you with elemental seals for the regular one, elemental and protector for the master, and that is about it as far as that's concerned. Now, one last thing that you can do is, you see, and I know some of you probably have been asking, why in the world do I have heroic encounter rewards up there? Well, I have them because I save all of my heroic encounter rewards from running around and doing the demonic heroic encounters until there is a double seals event, because instead of getting 6 or 10 seals, you get double. So like normally, I might get a limited amount of seals, but you can get double from those as well. Now, some of those were from the dragons, and of course, doing the dragons there doesn't give you any seals, but, the other ones do. So now you'll see after I opened all of those, let me scroll down, I'll show you I'm back up to having, from like 400 seals, I gained like another 120 seals of the elements, and I have to gain more protectored seals. So, pretty easy. That's one thing that I do, and I love it when these double seals events come out, because they help you with farming and going ahead and building up that stockpile of salvageable gear so much. It's really just a blessing that they come around. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, make sure you leave a comment. Otherwise, please smash that like button. I know I haven't put a Neverwinter video up in, over a week, almost 2 weeks. So do me a favor and go ahead and share this video. Let all your friends know, your guildmates know. That'll help me out greatly. It also helps out with the searchability of videos here on YouTube, and I really appreciate it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.